Fridays, Eric, the Experience Pros. Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Thanks for taking time out of your business day to join us for ours. Do you love a good book?
I do love a good book.
No, I do too, and I am actually particularly fond. I mean, we read business and all, but I'm particularly fond of novels. And my favorite author is James Patterson, and as I like to call him, Jim, came out with a new novel. But the reason I like him so much is that he catches my attention right off the bat. If you don't win me over in the first 10 pages, I will not read your book.
Well, here's where it's going to get even tougher, because these days, around 30%, so a third of the books being purchased now, are ebooks. You don't have 10 pages anymore to capture people. So if you want to join the ranks of being a successfully published author, you have to think about ebooks, you have to think about electronic, and because anything can be published these days, you got to do more than just put out a good book. So we brought in an expert. Our guest is Marshall Chamberlain. He actually says that he is kind of a Renaissance man, but he's going to talk to us about some characteristics that you need to make sure that you publish not just a good book, but a really good book. Marshall, welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Hi, Angel. Hi, Eric.
Marshall, very nice to have you along with us.
My pleasure.
So what is it about? I mean, we've seen the paper version of books move into not be completely abandoned yet, but move into this digital age. Does it take more from the authors of these books in order to nail down the reader's attention?
No, I don't think so. I think the formulas, the successful formulas, especially with thriller writers like myself, is pretty cut and dry. There's just some things you have to do, and if you don't do them, you're dead meat. You can't write a good book. And
all right, well, let's talk about what are some of those things that you just have to do, because we don't want to be dead meat.
My biggest guideline is that every chapter, every scene, the whole book has to run like a raging river, so that people have a very difficult time putting the book down. That's just a keynote. And again, you have to do it in practically every chapter, every scene. You got to start your scenes crisp and clear and short. You've got to engage the senses. You want to make sure that you tickle the reader's emotions so that they can feel the characters' personalities as the characters are confronting the life challenges in the book. Another thing, key, is to make sure that you go through your book and show your readers, don't tell them. That's very, very, very critical.
Mm. You know, Marshall, you are very accomplished at this, and I got to be honest with you. We just got back from a vacation in Cabo, and I took one book and only one book with me.
Mine, of course.
And it is The Ice Cap and the Rift, which is soon to be out, but I got the pre version of it. Brother, I want the whole series.
Oh, thanks a lot, Eric. I appreciate that.
But here's the thing: we're talking about you got to capture the attention. You got to make sure that you connect with the characters. Need to speak to you, right? I couldn't put the thing down. I literally I couldn't stop reading, and I think that you capture that. How do we tell our listeners to nail that down? Can you help guide some authors out there?
Maybe a keynote is to make sure that anytime you're describing something, it's crisp, clear, and short, and that keeps the reader's attention. The readers aren't dumb. Their minds work overtime when they're reading a book, and they visualize very, very quickly. And you don't want to waste any time.
2 out of 3 is not bad, though, is it, Marshall?
Yeah, I agree.
We can get it crisp and clear, but I have a hard time with the brevity side of it.
Well, that's my way of writing anyway. I try to keep it short, crisp, and clear. One of the things that you'll find with good thriller authors, particularly, is if the book starts to slow up at all for you, he or she will kill somebody.
No.
Yeah, that's
all right.
Guiding principle.
I wonder if that works in a business book.
All right, so let's talk a little bit. You call it the fifth element that you want to address in your books. Tell our listeners what the fifth element is.
The fifth element. I didn't know we had some elements there in front of you.
All right. we're reading from the things that your press agent sent to us. So,
yeah.
Let's go back then to, we've got the good characters. If things get slow, you're going to have to kill somebody off. What else?
How many people did you kill off in your book?
Oh, gosh.
Not many. My books don't slow up. My books don't slow up.
Oh, all right.
And I don't.
Yeah,
I don't like.
Could work in business.
I don't like to write bloodily, if you will. There's probably 3 or 4 swear words per book. I try to keep things just flowing along without any of that.
Do you always have to kill somebody, or can they just die off?
No, that's sort of a joke. It's meant to make you laugh. I've been told that by several very successful thriller authors.
Well, I'll tell you what. You've got the Touch, the book that is on sale, available now, which is the book 1 of the Ancestor series of adventure thrillers by Marshall Chamberlain. It's called The Mountain Place of Knowledge. I can't wait to get my hands on that book. Can I go backwards, Marshall?
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right.
No question about it.
I said I got the pre-copy of The Ice Cap and the Rift, which is your second in the series, due out, I believe, in October of this year, right?
Right, October 15th.
I'll tell you what, folks, Marshall Chamberlain, there's a name that you need to know. You need to go find his books, available everywhere that fine books are sold. And Marshall, do you have some contact information in case our listeners say, he sparked an idea and I want to follow up with him?
Oh, definitely, Eric. I appreciate the opportunity. Anybody who's interested in knowing a little bit more about me and my works and what's coming next, in fact, what's coming over the next 4 or 5 years, you can go to my website, marshallchamberlain.com.
marshallchamberlain.com. Marshall,
yes,
thank you so much for being our guest today.
Thank you for having me.
And for keeping Eric entertained on our trip to Colorado.
Phenomenal.
Okay,
I will buy every book that you ever wrote.
Thanks, Eric.
It's just the way that it is for me.
Thanks.
All right, brother. Thanks for joining us today.
My pleasure.
Folks, don't go anywhere when we